I'm not suggesting wrongdoing per se.
There's an added irresponsibility to push up a stock if you're also benefiting from it.
What was being said publicly on one end, what was being done privately.
Why on earth do this? Why take the risk?
If you're Gary Gensler this morning, the nominee to run the SEC, and you're waking up and reading this news, meantime, you're watching Elon Musk over the last 3 weeks pump Bitcoin and other digital cryptocurrencies, I would bet by the end of the day, there will be an inquiry of some sort.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Let's calm down. Okay, big news today as Tesla invests in Bitcoin. Everybody's got an opinion. All the commentary shows are going berserk. So I'm going to show you some of the best clips, the most interesting, and give you my thoughts. And I want to know your thoughts. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think of this whole thing. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Also, speaking of cryptocurrency, if you'd like a free $25 and a cryptocurrency card that will reimburse you completely for Netflix, Spotify, and if you put in enough, Amazon Prime, just check the link down below. And for those of you that are just finding out about this, let me quickly bring you up to speed. So this is Tesla's SEC filing. There's just a couple of things that I want to touch on here that are interesting, like the idea that they're doing this to maximize returns.
So you could picture actually companies that do this in the early days could benefit from a tailwind from getting in early on Bitcoin. If 1% of all the cash from the companies in the S&P 500 were to be converted into Bitcoin for corporate treasury purposes, this could actually increase the price a meaningful amount by about $40,000.
Once Google and Apple and Facebook go in, companies like Tesla, who are early adopters, stand to make a lot of money. In fact, at the time of this taping, Tesla's decision has made them well over $300 million. This comes hot on the heels of Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy's big conference, MicroStrategy World Now, I think. Bad name, real bad name, but cool idea, because Michael Saylor's basically giving his playbook away to 1,400 or so CEOs and CFOs on how to legally and strategically put money from your balance sheet on the blockchain. Did somebody from Tesla go to the conference? Did Elon go to the conference? Tesla is a leader, and when people see Tesla doing this, they may follow suit. So might be a great time to invest in Bitcoin. Just saying. Not financial advice. Do it. Kidding, do it.
I want to know what every single Tesla board member thinks about this.
The other thing is this was duly approved by the audit committee of their board of directors. So this went through the proper channels. This wasn't just Elon making a snap decision on Twitter.
Joining us right now is Mike Novogratz. He's the founder and CEO of Galaxy Digital.
Elon Musk has done better than any CEO in the last few years of driving his stock price and driving shareholder value. One reason is he's listening to millennials and Gen Z. So this is the currency of their generation in lots of ways. It's the store of wealth of their generation. Every company should be looking at how to accept digital, currencies. And I think Elon did it brilliantly.
Right on, Mike Novogratz. What do you think about him tweeting about Doge, though?
I wish he wouldn't. Listen, I think, Dogecoin reminds me a lot of GameStop.
Okay, well, you just lost all credibility by calling it GameStop. By the way, Mike Novogratz, why do you think memes aren't powerful? Elon Musk thinks they are.
It is safe to say that you might be the master of the memes. And in fact, you had a quote, "Who controls the memes controls the universe." Could you just explain what you meant by that and how you became this person?
It's a play on words from Dune. Who controls the spice controls the universe. And then if memes are spice, then it's memes. There's a little bit of truth to it in that, what is it that influences the zeitgeist? Like, how do things become interesting to people? And a meme's actually a complex form of communication that like a picture says 1,000 words and maybe a meme says 10,000 words. It's a complex picture with a bunch of meaning in it. And it can be, it's aspirationally funny. I don't know. I love memes. I think they can be very insightful. And throughout history, I think the symbolism in general has powerfully affected people. Occasionally I make jokes about Dogecoin, but they are really just meant to be jokes. But Dogecoin was made as a joke to make fun of cryptocurrencies. But fate loves irony, and often the most ironic outcome is the most likely, or as I like to say, the most entertaining outcome is often the most likely. And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.
Besides making jokes about Dogecoin, he's also making some salient points on Twitter about Doge. Specifically, Doge appears to be inflationary, but is not meaningfully so. There's a fixed number of coins per unit of time, whereas Bitcoin is arguably deflationary to a fault. The transaction speed of Doge should ideally be a few orders of magnitude faster. Look, I'm not saying Dogecoin is going to be the currency of Earth and Mars. I'm also not saying it won't. Just don't discount the power of a meme. It's crazy when you see these people talk about Dogecoin and they're like, it's a meme. I think it's pretty obvious already that being based on a meme is Dogecoin's most powerful asset. So why are we all discounting this idea that it's based on a meme? It's based on a meme. That's huge.
Elon's brand is a vision of complete unbridled freedom, and you can one day refill your, charge your Teslas on Mars using Dogecoin. And even if that makes no sense, it doesn't matter because it's such a fun story and everyone else is kind of along for the ride.
Okay, I guess it takes putting your balance sheet on Bitcoin for people to finally get it. Okay, let's get to these clips talking about how Elon is pumping Bitcoin and Dogecoin and potentially doing so in a way that would lead to an SEC investigation and potential crackdown.
I'm not suggesting wrongdoing per se.
There's an added irresponsibility to push up a stock if you're also benefiting from it.
What was being said publicly on one end, what was being done privately.
Why on earth do this? Why take the risk?
If you're Gary Gensler this morning, the nominee to run the SEC, and you're waking up and reading this news, meantime, you're watching Elon Musk over the last 3 weeks pump Bitcoin and other digital cryptocurrencies, I would bet by the end of the day, there will be an inquiry of some sort.
So far, there is no SEC investigation, and I personally don't see, even if there is one, how it could have legs. I mean, since when is being bullish on something grounds for price manipulation? This is the same kind of nonsense they were talking about with GameStop.
Group, it's just a lot of people who love it. It's going to be very hard for the U.S. Attorney to do anything, Herb. What is it? The SEC. They're not. What kind of case do they have? We like the stock. We like the stock. I mean, that's the case where Ryan Cohen got in. He bought 15% at $8. He's on the board. We like the stock. How is that bad?
Exactly. You can talk about any stock you want as long as you don't have insider information, you don't mislead the public, and you disclose any conflict or stake in the company that you have. Why these guys jump straight to something shady's going on, there's going to be an investigation? It's like, come on. Aren't you guys the news? Get your act together. Let me know in the comments if you agree with this move or if you think it's a huge blunder. Personally, I think the only way it goes wrong is if Bitcoin just poof goes away. Do you think that's likely? If you'd like to see a couple of funny videos about cryptocurrency, I made some episodes of Knee of the Curve, linked in the description. I'm also doing a Knee of the Curve podcast now, recording one tomorrow about a crypto UBI project. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you don't miss those. Thanks to the Patreon supporters. Couldn't do it without you. I'll see you in the next one.